Here's one of those two back sets you were talking about. Dylan Edwards is into the ball game, and he's got it. They string him out wide. Benton is in there. Jamal Morris as well. It's a loss of one. He said he's going to run the ball. Yep. And he has very early. Oh, my goodness. Well, there's your bounce back. Yes. A crisp tackle from the linebacker, Romaine.
Competing, keep responding.
With a chip on the shoulder while you're at it. Makai Muse breaks one tackle in the backfield, a second tackle in the backfield. Too many Wildcats. Riley nearly had him the second time. He's got two very good tailbacks next to him. Edwards and Giddens both going the same direction. It's Edwards, and he is dropped. Hershey McLaurin absolutely detonated it.
Yeah, and he is such a
very strong third down defense, top 40 in the country. Johnson will spin it out wide. Edwards a low catch, and he's going to get hemmed in. That was a salty series. Yep. Kendra Gant again. They will get it off. Chris on the roll. He's going to throw it, and he's got Manjack. He is just short.
But this has been the area they struggled, in fact, did a week ago.
Donovan Smith is in to play quarterback for this play, and he will keep, and he will fire in for the touchdown.
Donovan Smith, 6'5", 235. The key block right there from the big tight end. Just uses enough force and then the power in Smith. As I said, Willie Fritz has done a lot of it.
Loaded box here. They'll back off. Still rush 5. Another throw over the top. He dropped it in for Williams. Devin Williams to the ground again at 32. 3 to snap it. Edwards. And he gets through to the second level somehow, some way. It's a gain of 12. Giddens picks his way and gets in. Touchdown. He's a magician.
And just watch these guys play some maul ball. They're just mauling. Just at the point of attack right here, doing what I can to wash it down. The big left guard, Panzer, pulls around, and then just the feel.
Use the motion man. He did run it all the way down. It's Butler, the tailback, and he skates to the outside, and then some. DJ Butler. Now Houston has 2 timeouts, and they can play with it. So now Kansas State, all 3 timeouts. Short field, 48 yards to go, or at least field goal range for Tennant. Avery Johnson on the roll. He will throw, and he's got it for Johnson. Keegan Johnson just outside the 20. A lot of options here with 2 timeouts. Out of the empty set. This way. A comeback and turn of the shoulders by Keegan Johnson for the touchdown.
So what happens when you've got more tight ends that have got more touchdowns in the red zone than anybody in America?
Here in college football. Here's another one. Chris behind Burnett, and Austin Moore takes care of that and screams his way to a tackle. It's Johnson instead. He's going to try to get to the outside, and this is just an awful play for Kansas State because it affects their decision-making here as well. It's a loss of 5. Another bad snap and exchange, and McClanahan has to run for it. He lost his hat. McCutcheon absolutely changes this ball game. It's a run, it's straight ahead, and boy, that fake killed some time that Kansas State took advantage of. This will be Wildcat football. Brown closest to the formation at the bottom side. Johnson bails. He's going to roll and give a ton of ground, even more ground than anybody in purple wants him to. Then he turns it upfield. It's a catch for Giddens. He breaks a tackle, and it's finally over. They kept running pass plays through him, and they were like, you know what, maybe we should make him into a quarterback. Muse is knocked down. Jacob Parrish is feeling it. Olguin is out. That's a high snap, and this one is good. Run it again. Sanford is drilled. Romaine got the first hands on him, and then everybody else came with. Travis Bates closed it.
In a 3rd and 7 unfavorable situation.
It's another run, and it's another loss on the play. Purnell had pursuit. It is 4th down, and this defense is testy. 3 tight ends in. Pop pass over the top. It's Carr, the former basketball player.
There's a little bit of the creativity. Here's Carr. He's going to sell block, and Chriss knows he's going to get punished. And his ribs are going to hurt tomorrow from that shot from Purnell.
A drenching rain on 3rd and 3. Purnell showing pressure. Here he comes. Chriss runs by 2, and he is going to get stuffed and driven back. And there is a marker that has come in over on the far side.
That's going to be VJ Payne, I believe, offsides. That safety trying to get a head start.
His first touch from the 19. He's going to keep it. Batten tailing him, and Batten flattens him.
Man-to-man.
It's a run. Zeon Chriss got his way through, and he may go! Chriss is in! Houston leads out of nowhere! It takes one, you said.
You can see it. Look at all the Wildcats coming right downhill. And for one of the rare occasions, a missed tackle there is I think Riley loses his feet. Chriss sees the cutback lane and just too much speed. And are staring down their 3rd win in the last 4 weeks.
It would take a first down to salt it away. Zeon Chriss in the power game. Kansas State will use that final timeout. Batten defensively all the way back with Webb and McCutcheon at the back line. Final play, Kansas State. Johnson loads up, fires, end zone, out of the back of the end zone. Houston upsets Kansas State.